the Extreme XP raid. This is kind of like one of the most annoying raids in my opinion because of the rage enemies, but it is still possible to do this. Now we're doing this with a little mess up. I did have a couple mistakes in here, but we're doing this with kind of like 6-star units, and I feel like anybody can get this done with these type of units. I do have the Fire Rage Orb on Worm Assassin just so he can do more damage in the early stages. I feel like this helps out quite a bit just because, like, if you have these rage demons or rage units, they'll run too fast, and if you don't do enough damage, then you're getting whacked. So with that being said, I'm having a hard time speaking today. I don't know why. It's just not being fluent, but either way go, we go over here, we control this Worm Assassin so we can make sure the like wave is clear. But then at the same time, I knew I didn't have anything on the left side, so I was like, okay, I don't want anything to flood out and mess up the whole run. Now, like I said, I did make a couple mistakes on this run, but first wave, I don't really try to rush the first wave. Like the first 2 to 3 waves is mainly about the setup. If you can get the setup right, you'll be straight. So here, I'm kind of panicking because my air unit, my founder, she's weird, bro. Like, I know she's a holy unit, so she's not doing double damage, but she's doing like 14k damage, and it should really take 2 hits to kill these air units, but it's not, bro. Like, look at how long it's taking her to kill an air unit. So I kind of panicked a little bit right here, and I'm like, oh, I'm about to get rocked, right? So I think I ended up skipping this wave and then putting down, no, I controlled her and then I spam clicked her. Now, so you might have to control her and spam click her, but the easiest way to do this is put her on Find Air, which I do later on in this video. Is I put her on Find Air, and it makes it so she attacks any air unit first. And that helps a lot because if you got any decelerate, any rage, anything close, it won't attack those, it'll attack an air unit first. So we're going ahead, like I said, I take the first 2, maybe even 3 rounds slow, just so I can get the buff up. Now, if you don't have idle for the buff, it's gonna make this extremely hard, just because some of these enemies have so much HP. So after I get to upgrade 4, which is technically upgrade 3, I don't know, upgrade 4, one or the other, I go ahead and give Worm Assassin 1 upgrade just so he can get the powerful 1s. I'm not too stressed about the powerful 2s because I'll put down Blinding Light and he'll help with the powerful 2. So right here you see me going to change the founder to Find Air, just so as soon as air comes in her AoE, she could just go ahead and start attacking, because I do not want to get sold by her just being dumb and not attacking anything. So you could tell that as soon as we get anything in range, she starts attacking, but she doesn't have enough damage right here. So I gotta spam click Blinding Lights, and then I gotta get him to hybrid, which is 2 upgrades. I think the first upgrade is 1.5, and then the second upgrade is 5k. So you're gonna need about, wait, I think it's 2k. So it's 1.5 and 2k, and it's not that expensive, and you can get him to hybrid, and he's still doing decent damage at that hybrid. He's gonna really carry you until you get your Worm Assassin nukes. So at this point, it's wave 4. I see the upgrade 2s coming in. I'm getting this money. I go ahead and upgrade both of my, I think the front Worm Assassin was the only Worm Assassin I upgraded. I think I upgraded this one after I skipped this wave, just because it wasn't a necessity. I knew he was going to get killed regardless. So I upgraded the second time, and then I go right back to idle. I should have put down Jeff already, but we had a little hiccups in the beginning. That's why I said I messed up. I ended up selling this Worm Assassin, trying to put him closer. I don't believe I actually put him down. I think I was like, nah, I don't need another Worm Assassin. Okay, I did end up putting him down, and then I upgraded him twice. So I knew I had powerful 2s in every single corner of the map, so I wasn't worried about powerful 2s. Now, I'm getting ready to skip this wave because it doesn't look like we're going to get enough money for idle or for blinding luster. I think I said blinding lights earlier. I meant to say luster. If you got blinding lights, he upgrades into blinding luster. So now we put it down Jeff. Like I said, I should have put him down a little bit earlier, but you just want to spam click him, get as much as you can for these early waves. And then once we get Idol's buff to max, which I think it's 1 more wave before she gets max, we don't even touch her no more. Once you get that 250% buff, you're pretty much good. So Black Stash, you don't have to put down. It's really up to you. I just put him down for like safety reasons, just so I don't get sold. And preferably you just put him down in the middle. Like for me, it's like middle of the entire map. So I try to put down each Black Stash on the lane. So now we got Idol upgraded. We're putting the rest of our money into Jeff. And then once we start killing the units on this wave, we'll go ahead and put down our last black stash. And you can see how fast our money is going, especially with that 250% buff on Blinding Luster. He's so good because once he gets to like, I forget what upgrade he does. He gets to like full AoE damage. So anything that comes in his AoE, he attacks one time, and everything in his range, he's hitting. So with that being said, that's why I really like this unit. Now you can see my placements of the black stash. Like I said, you don't need to have the black stashes. It's just, it makes it simpler and you just don't have a real big chance of losing. Right here, I was trying to change it to last and I accidentally sold it. I sold the bag. That's what I said. I made a lot of mistakes on here. I'm like, bro, what am I doing? But I made a lot of mistakes on this raid and it was still a pretty decent one. So as you can see, I'm just chilling, bro. Now Idol's upgraded. I'm putting all my money into Jeff. I'm like, yo, I just need to get as much money as fast as possible so I can go ahead and start skipping these waves. Everything's pretty much set up at this point. I'm putting down extra black stashes just because I'm about to get ready to turn on auto skip. So I don't know if you guys noticed this, but I didn't have auto skip on the whole time just because I wanted to skip when I felt comfortable with putting everything down. Now, I make these videos just to show you how I get it done. It's not necessarily a tutorial. I try not to make tutorials because I'm not the best at the game and I don't know every inside and out of the game. So I kind of just show you what I'm doing. And if you guys are having a hard time doing something, then you can see how I'm doing it and do it that way or whatever. You know, that's the only reason why I put these videos out here. It's just to show it, because I see a lot of people make videos and you can see I'm slowly upgrading Blinding Luster every single round. You want to max him out. He's the main damage dealer in this. Plus with that 250% buff, he's doing crazy damage. You also want to get your Worm Assassin nuke. You just want to get one. I think I upgraded every single one of my Worm Assassins because I had so much money. But if you only rocking Idol and you're not rocking Jeff, then you could just upgrade Blinding Luster and Worm Assassin. If you only got one farm unit, just upgrade I would say Worm Assassin first, just because the nuke is kind of like your safety net, and then Blinding Luster slowly, but you need him for the damage. So now you see us slowly upgrading this. I think I was talking about the videos. Yes, I make these videos for you guys to see how I get stuff done, and I'm just learning as I go, you know, because I feel like a lot of people, when I started playing this game, I was seeing a lot of videos of like in-game content. You know, I wasn't seeing like the progression of the game. So I'm trying to show the progression of the game and not just in-game content, because this is going to help you guys progress in the game, getting these XP raids done, especially on extreme. If you don't got nobody to do them with, then you could do them solo. But if you do have somebody to do it with, y'all could do this same method, but you know, just do it on extreme. So we still Blinding Luster's dang near max. We got two Worm Assassin nukes right now. I think on wave 15. Okay, here we go. Now I'm like, okay, let me just go ahead and get this last Worm Assassin nuke. We're gonna go ahead and upgrade Blinding Luster to the max. Only reason why I'm hovering over this nuke is just in case something happens. If nothing gets too close, I don't have to use the nuke. The nuke is just your safety net. Like, you're gonna see a couple rages come through and they might not be slowed and they might be moving super fast. That's when you want to use the nuke if you don't feel like your units are gonna be able to attack. We go ahead and max out our Blinding Luster at 22.9 million damage, bro. He's gonna help you get through this. If you don't have him, Military Princess is good. Any dark unit that could do high damage is gonna be good. So right here, I'm just waiting for the boss. I'm seeing how much stuff is on the map and am I gonna get sold? So right here, we go ahead and use Blinding Luster's nuke. I did slow down the map just to make sure nothing got past, and then I speed it right back up once we go ahead and use Blinding Luster's little nuke. I don't remember what his ability does, but it does a lot of damage, and you guys just seen it clear out a little bit of the map. As soon as the boss come on, we wait for the Decelerates to get up here, and then once the Decelerates get up here, we go ahead and nuke. The only thing we got left is the bosses. If you do have your Worm Assassin inside of Idol's buff, it'll do 150 million damage, but then because these are holy units, it'll do 300 million damage. But if you don't have them, it'll do 150 million damage. But you guys can see I'm sliding on them, bro. Like, this is so easy. The hardest part about this is the early stages to set up. Once you kind of have everything set up, it's pretty smooth to get through this, but you got to make sure you got your units maxed out, close to it pretty much, bro. Like, Blinding Luster got so much better when he got maxed. But as you can see, the XP rate is complete. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.